Good morning, although I don't know if I can legally call this morning, but the clock does say AM, and my brain says go to sleep. But today is Monday, November 15th, and if you're on any sort of mailing list by any sort of Massachusetts/Boston Transportation Authority, you know that today is the first day that the brand new consolidated stations on the B branch are opening. So I'm here at Babcock Street, the new Babcock Street, to ride the first train through these stations ever that will be stopping. And then I'm going to do some exploring with them. So let's take a look, shall we? I just wanted to intercept that montage of the station. I'm assuming I edited in. If I didn't edit it in, then future Toby, cut this out. Please don't forget. But this is really just a beautiful station so far. I also just wanted to point out how early it is in the morning that moments ago, just before I arrived, there was a 57 bus going to Haymarket. So, you know, definitely early today. Let's cut to new train. I'm gonna go home, have some breakfast, have a nap, maybe contemplate why I decided to do this other than bragging rights, and I will be back later today in daylight this afternoon after I have class to explore these stations in daylight. So, thank you, and I will see you then. Alright, so I'm back at the new Amory Street station, which for a very long time I thought was called Armory Street. I had a nap, went back, did what needed to be done, and I thought I'd just come by and sort of show things in daylight. One of the biggest new things, as you can see, are these arrival boards, which are honestly just a massive leg up from, just having to assume when the train's going to arrive, rely on Google, and they actually have announcements. They do stick with the trend that I've been seeing a lot with the MBTA's new technology, which is the fact that all of the signs that have information scroll way too slow with text that is way too large, but nonetheless is still incredibly helpful. Honestly, the entire setup of the station with full infrastructure, full canopies, benches, everything, it makes it feel like the Green Line is now more of a street-running light rail than a streetcar, and especially with the massive distance between Amory Street and BU Central, I would be surprised if it doesn't hit near top speed during that stretch, assuming it doesn't get stopped by any lights. So really, really great facilities here. And honestly, that just about does it for these stations. They're really, really gorgeous new stations, and I would say that they're both major improvements to the MBTA system and very overrated minor improvements. They show that the MBTA is trying to speed up service. They are able to create these new stations. They're moving forward and creating space for the new super trams Type 10, which is really great to show that they have the incentive to do that, and they're creating provisions for themselves to create that in the future. At the same time, though, if you've seen the press video that they released, this is estimated to save up to 1 minute, which is really nothing on a trip going into downtown. It helps, but it's still very, very slow service. it's also just new stations. They're cookie cutter stations. They're not necessarily very unique, and I would argue that they're sort of the bare minimum for stations in such populous and regularly used sections of the system. So again, really amazing improvements. Great that they were able to complete them early. Great that they were able to demo the old station so quickly. Great that they were able to have amazing sign-in and crews that are working on it. But it is still a work in progress. The trains do not have announcements. Not every station in the system has updated maps. Knowing the MBTA, it might be a few decades before they all have updated maps. But nonetheless, it's a really, really great improvement. I'm really glad that this has been done, and I hope that you take the time to come out here to the west of BU's campus to explore these new stations. See you in the next video.